Today's video, I want to go over an awesome game that you can play for free in a trial version for the next 10 days. Definitely give that a look. Monster Hunter World is the game with the recent revelation that Monster Hunter World Iceborne will be coming on September 6th. Now is a great time to get invested into Monster Hunter World and experience with so much longevity to it, so I'll talk all that. Final Fantasy VII Remake finally got its re-reveal as a part of the State of Play event yesterday. We got a new trailer. We know that more information is coming in June. However, the most notable talking point might be the fact that the Final Fantasy VII Remake will still be an episodic release. What does this mean for the entirety of the game? What does this mean for the PlayStation 5? Is this a PlayStation 4 game? Does this mean it'll come out a lot sooner than we're expecting? We'll talk all that. Another game that was a big part of State of Play was, of course, Medievil, and the game is available to pre-order right now, and best of all, the game is coming at an awesome price point. And I'll give you guys the heads up on that. Ghost Recon Breakpoint had its announcement, and that's coming to the PlayStation 4 in October, and we've got a really cool God of War documentary that I want to give a mention to at the end of this video. First up, let's talk all about Monster Hunter World. The trial version is available right now for a limited time only. You can play the game today until May 20th absolutely free. This will allow you to try out the opening section of the full version of Monster Hunter World for free. Nearly all of the story quests, armor, and upgrades up to Hunter rank 4, and assignments are available for free. Your save data can be carried over into the full version, and you can play online with hunters who own the full version. So even if you're in the trial game, if you have a couple friends that have the full game, you can jump in and play with them as well. There's a large variety of quests on top of the 8 assignments required to progress in the story. All 8 assignments up to Hunter rank 4 quests are available. Start by customizing your Hunter, then head to the New World as a member of the Research Commission to solve the mystery of the Elder Crossing. By meeting certain conditions, you can also take on a variety of optional quests, investigations, event quests, and challenge quests before reaching Hunter rank 4 assignments. You've got 2 large playgrounds, the Ancient Forest and Wildspire Waste. The main story in Monster Hunter World takes you to 5 lush locations. 2 of these are available in the trial version, the Ancient Forest and Wildspire Waste. Visit them to complete quests or to just explore freely, fully deliver requests, gather materials, or hunt the various monsters that roam around. And again, you'll be able to take on a variety of different assignments to hunt 6 large monsters throughout the free trial. During your assignments, you'll get to face off against 6 large monsters: Great Jargus, Kulu, Yaku, the Barroth, and much more. Some of these are new to MH World, others like Barroth are returning fan favorites. You may even run into a Rathalos or Diablos out in the field. They won't be as easy to defeat with early game equipment, so you won't be asked to hunt them, but they're there for players who are really up for the challenge. Again, Monster Hunter World has been one of the most compelling gaming experiences of this generation. Capcom has done an incredible job of keeping the game updated, fresh, and if you've yet to buy it, I don't know what to tell you. Maybe it'd be better off to wait until the Monster Hunter World Iceborne Edition. That's going to be releasing on the same day as Iceborne, and you can get the base game as well as the expansion for $59.99. Kind of pricey, but do bear in mind that Iceborne is going to be released at $39.99. It does look to be an incredibly sizable expansion, so that price is probably going to be warranted. And given that Capcom has already released so much free content for the game, they've already done more than enough to justify your initial purchase of Monster Hunter World. So if they want to release an expansion, hey, in this case, I'm all for it. And more great Monster Hunter World content is something I'll be all over. But for those of you that have yet to get into the experience, again, the free trial version will be available until May 20th. Definitely give it a look, and you'll probably like it so much so where you'll want to pick up the full game right after that. Okay, moving on from that, also as a part of State of Play, Final Fantasy VII Remake finally made its re-emergence. It is still listed as a PlayStation 4 game, and that begs the question, is this game gonna be released sooner than we think? Any game that's being listed as a 2020 release, that immediately makes me think, hey, is this game gonna transition into a PlayStation 5 title? But in the case of the Final Fantasy VII Remake, maybe this is a game that's gonna come a little bit sooner than we had all expected, and that's because the game will be released episodically. Square Enix has reiterated that the game will be split up into multiple episodes, and that was reiterated by them in a tweet. That might be a little bit disappointing to some people, but you have to know that Final Fantasy VII is a massive game. I don't know if all of you guys have played Final Fantasy VII, but if they're trying to recreate the game with modern visuals and modern technology, okay, that is a massive undertaking, and given how iconic and how brilliant of a game Final Fantasy VII is, yes, the notion of paying $60 3 times for the entire experience, or however many times, or who knows if they'll price it at $39.99, $49.99, I don't know how they're gonna do the release of Final Fantasy VII. We just know that it is gonna be episodic. and I imagine that each part is gonna be $60. They know that they can make a lot of money off of the Final Fantasy VII Remake. We've been asking for this game going back to like 2005, and it's finally happening, and you're kidding yourself if you don't think Square Enix is gonna try to make as much revenue as humanly possible. They might even release each episode with like limited editions. God, I don't want to get too ahead of myself, but I'm expecting some crazy release pattern for the Final Fantasy VII Remake. Who knows, maybe they'll bundle it all together and you can buy a season pass for like $100, $150 and that'll get you everything. That's all just speculation on my part. I know that on the surface sounds absolutely absurd, but just know the FF7 Remake is moving along. It is going to be an episodic release. We're going to get more information in June, and hopefully with that information comes some sort of release window, because I just want to get my hands on the Final Fantasy VII Remake. Alright, another game that was a big emphasis as a part of State of Play was Medieval. The Medieval Remake is coming on October 25th. The pre-order is live right now on the PlayStation Store, and I do want to note that this is not going to be a fully priced $59.99 game. Hell, it's not even going to be $49.99. It's not going to be $39.99. It's only going to be $29.99, which is awesome. I think this is a game they could have easily gotten away with releasing it at $40 or $50 or God forbid $60. No, you'll be able to relive the original adventure on PlayStation 4. The beloved fan favorite has been completely remade from the grave up, blending classic gameplay with stunning visuals, all in eye-popping 4K. You'll be able to step into the bones of Sir Daniel, a slightly inept and long-dead knight accidentally resurrected by his greatest enemy, the evil sorcerer Zarok. For the second chance to foil his greatest foe, Dan will once again set out to save the kingdom and earn his place as a true hero. Again, the game is dropping October 25th, $29.99, which is an awesome price point, and when we do our what to buy for October, let's hope for no delays. This is a game that I'm probably going to categorize as a buy, given the track record of Medieval, given that the remake is shaping up so well, and given that it's a $29.99 release. This is one to definitely keep your eyes on. Alright, next up, I do also want to quickly mention that Ghost Recon Breakpoint was announced yesterday. We did an entire video taking a look at all the information about Breakpoint, so give that a look if you have yet to. But this could be seen as a follow-up to Tom Clancy's Ghost Recon Wildlands. It's really building upon that with a bigger emphasis on survival, and there's a lot of information that has come out on the game. If you pre-order the game, you'll get guaranteed access to the beta, and that'll be dropping closer to its launch. The game is set somewhere in the South Pacific, and there lies the remote Aurora Archipelago, a vast land of diverse biomes that range from lush rainforests to snowy peaks, and now it's home to Skell Technology, an enigmatic technology giant. Initially interested in a remote testing site for its autonomous drones, the Silicon Valley company eventually turned Aurora into its World 2.0, a high-tech, high-security utopia of sustainable eco-cities and robotics research. The game touts seamless open-world co-op, military survival with an injury system, terrain and stamina, buddy carry system, and so much more. Stealth is going to be a big emphasis to the game as well. I've often recommended Ghost Recon Wildlands. There's often been times where that game has been available for free, and that's been another one of these Ubisoft games that it was released at one point and it's just gotten better and better, and I'm hoping to see something very similar from Ghost Recon Breakpoint. A couple things do make me a little bit skeptical and a little bit displeased. Things like the Gold Edition allowing you to play the game 3 days early. I really hope that does not become a normality in gaming, but nonetheless, Ghost Recon Breakpoint is going to feature that. The game itself, again, will be dropping on October 4th, and if you do get the Gold Edition, you'll be getting it October 1st, and then pre-ordering the game will get you access to the beta, planned to be held closer to launch. And lastly, I definitely want to give this a mention. The PlayStation YouTube channel has uploaded the awesome God of War Raising Kratos full-length feature. It is a 2-hour documentary, and Raising Kratos documents the 5-year Herculean effort to reinvent one of the greatest stories in gaming, God of War. Facing an unknown future, Santa Monica Studio took a massive risk, fundamentally changing their beloved franchise and re-establishing their rightful place in video game history. More than just a making of, this is a cinematic journey of the second chances rooted in family, sacrifice, struggle, and doubt, following game director Cory Barlog and those who chase perfection in art and storytelling. Witness the incredible defeats, the unpredictable outcomes, and down-to-the-wire tension on full display in this true-life redemption story. Now, you'll constantly see this second chance and redemption story. Well, why is this a redemption story? I think a lot of you guys correlate God of War with this incredible franchise that has always been so well received. Well, God of War 1, 2, 3, those PSP games, those were all well received, but prior to God of War 2018, the last time we saw God of War was actually with God of War Ascension, and that wasn't a very good game. That was actually the weakest game without a doubt in the entire franchise. and it seemed like God of War was losing a little bit of its luster, but then they came back with God of War reinvented in Norse mythology, and Sony Santa Monica Studio knocked it out of the park. And now it's obviously going to be one of the key pillar franchises for Sony going into the release of the PlayStation 5, and we definitely know that God of War 2 is in development right now, so definitely give a look to that documentary for yourself. Again, a very big insight into the development of God of War, and I think you guys are just going to find it generally fascinating. We'll leave a link to that in the description box below. And that's gonna conclude this video. Again, Monster Hunter World, a free trial version, is available right now. From now until May 20th, you can check it out and get invested into the world of MH World. We finally got information on the Final Fantasy VII Remake, but don't get too excited. It's still gonna be an episodic release. Maybe that's for the better. Maybe that means we'll get the game earlier than we had originally anticipated. We shall see, and we'll keep you guys posted. But we will be getting more information come June. Medieval is available to pre-order right now, and it's priced very well at $29.99. Ghost Recon Breakpoint has been announced, and check out that God of War Raising Kratos full-length feature. It's an awesome documentary spanning nearly 2 hours. That's gonna conclude this one. Sound off with all of your thoughts in the comment section down below. Thank you for watching, and goodbye. Hey guys, we hope you enjoyed the video, and if you did, make sure to hit the subscribe button, and if you're already subscribed, do us a favor and hit the bell icon. This way you'll be notified whenever we post a new video. That's the best way to keep up with all of our uploads, and we usually try to upload 2 videos a day. And with the bell icon hit, you'll be notified whenever we do upload a video. As always, thanks for watching.